Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Wow, this is going to give us all a headache trying to figure this one out. I went back to, as you know, the last 6 months worth of new and full moons to figure out if there was any in there that had future timing. And this is one of them, okay? Now, you're going to have to bear with me because we've got future timing from November 8th, full moon in Taurus, that I've got all kinds of notes on that affect the timing right now, March 6th/7th, give or take, right? We all know about timing. But I also have from February 20th, new moon. There's a little bit of timing within that I think is important enough that it should come into this reading, because I got channeled messages this morning that ring true with the February 20th new moon information, or some of it that came out. The November 8th full moon that has future timing, there's, things in there, that signs and synchronicities around this. So bear with me, okay? Because I'm trying to forward messages to all of you from the past that were messages about the future, and the future is now. Okay, this is the future that they were talking about. So now, I don't know what I should go into first here, if it should be what my channeled messages were this morning. Give me a minute to take a look at what I've got here and decide what I'm going to do. I think what I should do is let you know what the channeled messages were this morning that I received, okay? Strange. You're not gonna believe this. Okay, so over the past day or two, it's been brought to my attention. These three things have been brought to my attention as messages for us, okay? And in the order that I received them, I got golden egg, then I got golden acorn, and then golden unicorn. The messages that came through for me with the golden egg were, again, this comes through, this is one of the reasons I brought this February 20th information in. We've got the repetition card. If you watch the February 20th new moon, you will know that this was there. This is one of those things that for us Virgos, it's something that's repetitive. It keeps repeating. It's a cycle that keeps repeating. And until we figure out what the message is, or the lesson is in it, it's going to keep repeating. Now, I believe every time it comes out, or close to every time it comes out around financial information. So I believe it has to do with money, and it's that up and down, up and down. You've got a lot of money, now you've got no money. Oh, look, we've got a lot of money, now we've got no money, okay? So that's the cycle. It had to be a message in the February 20th reading, because that's where I'm getting it from. The message is that is coming to an end, okay? Now, the golden egg, the message that came through is, this is kind of like that goose that laid the golden egg. Do you remember that story? It's about something that's very valuable to us, something that is, it could be information that comes to us that's going to put us into that financial abundance mode. Information that comes in that's, maybe it's a conversation that you overhear between other people, and you hear something and you go, ooh, I should do that. That sounds like it would be a great business or a great idea to start something. And that was the same message that came through in the February 20th reading, that you're going to overhear something. I believe February 20th, it could have been November 8th. Okay. I think it might have been from November 8th, because November 8th talks about gaining wisdom and knowledge, and it's around the ability to become financially independent. So this was a message back in the November 8th, and I am pulling that in too, but I've got it off to the side here because this is smaller and I wanted to take care of this. And this actually fits with my golden egg, acorn, and unicorn. Now, the thing with the goose that laid the golden egg, this is also speaking of temptation, okay? Because part of the story also is, if this goose could lay this golden egg, one golden egg every day, this golden goose probably tastes a whole lot different from regular geese, right? So now this guy's wondering, what's this goose going to taste like? I need to know what this goose would taste like. But then that means I got to give up this golden egg, but that's okay because this could be something pretty special. So he eats it. Ends up not being any different than any other geese, you know? So now he's tried it. It wasn't what he expected it to be, and he's given up the golden egg every day. So part of the message here is know what you've got. Really get down to that place where you see what's in your life, what you've got, what's valuable, what isn't. Let go of what isn't and hang on to what is. The other message that came through very clear to me was, because of that story, he may have or could have chosen to hang on to that goose just for that golden egg. Monetary, right? He would have been hanging on to it for the wrong reasons. Now, although he needed the money, everybody needs money on an ongoing basis, but Spirit wants you to take a look at your reason for being somewhere, having something, staying somewhere, moving in a new direction. Why? Why are you doing it? Are you doing it for the right reasons? You know, sometimes we get into relationships and they're not really working for us very well, but we choose to stay there because, number one, it's companionship. Number two, maybe this person helps you pay the bills and on your own, you couldn't afford to pay all the bills that you would have. Maybe you just don't want to be alone. Wrong reasons. Those are all the wrong reasons. The only reason to stay in a situation is because you're loving where you're at. You're happy. You love that person. You love the situation. You love that house. You love that home. You love that car. You love the job, the business, whatever it is. It's only about love. Now, the golden acorn is you gaining the wisdom to know which one it is. And accepting the fact that you either are or are not where you know you should be, based on holding on for the wrong reasons or letting go for the right reasons. Now, these are messages for around this full moon, because the February 20th timing of this action card, because that's why this is here, this is a waxing gibbous 6. And this is the timing card. And this takes us to the 6th or 7th of March. Okay? Which is right now where I'm at doing this reading for you. Now, this is probably, by the time I'm done doing this and editing and uploading and getting it ready to go, it's probably going to come out the morning of the 8th. Okay? But that's okay. Because as we know, timing, right? And the timing of the full moon in March goes to the next full moon in April. So we've got a whole month to take a look at all of these messages and figure out where we're at with them. So the golden unicorn now, which was the third of the 3 messages that I received. The golden unicorn is all about talent, leadership, independence, confidence, ambition, and determination. It also represents a creature that quite possibly is often hunted, but rarely found. And this is speaking figuratively, okay? Obviously, because we're not going to be out there hunting anything. This is all about that search that we're all on, looking for that special thing or someone or job or finances or whatever it is. But it's rarely found. So this golden unicorn, unicorns are rare, and they're very, very, they're valuable, but they're rare, right? And so what this tells me is the fact that it's something that's often looked for or wanted, but rarely found. We all must look at this, whatever this is, as something that's impossible. But Spirit is saying it is possible. And we come back to the golden acorn, which is all about gaining the wisdom to know which it is, which way to go. When I drew this card for the February 20th reading, I realized that I had a couple of cards, I believe this was one of them, that were reversed in the deck. And that's just so rare, because I don't do reversals. So when I put my cards back after I do a reading, I put them back right side up. Now, if when I'm shuffling, they fly out and they turn and they become reversed, then I read them reversed, because I believe that's how Spirit wants it done, especially if that's how it feels in that moment. But even then, I will turn them right side up and put them back in the deck. So the fact that I came across a couple of cards that were upside down, and I even said, that's rare. And now here we are with this message from Spirit about the golden unicorn and it being something that's rare and unique. That's a big message for us right now. This is about something that is looking impossible, being possible. Okay, so don't turn away from things because you believe they're so far out there that they're impossible, because they're not. You're needing to have the confidence and the ambition and the determination to move forward, knowing that you do have the talent. You can be that leader and you can do it independently. You don't need anyone or anything to get to your goals. Everything you need is inside you. It's not as rare or unique as we believe that it is, whatever this is. And it's going to be different for everybody, okay? But just know that you're going to have temptation of some kind here that's either going to move you toward what you believe is going to bring money, and that's the only reason you're moving toward it, or that something you've already got is going to be valuable to you down the road. And you're going to gain the wisdom and the knowledge to know which one it is. Now, that the reason that I brought this in and realized that this was a really big message for all of us is because, let me go back now to my information on the November 8th. That was part of the messages in the November 8th full moon in Taurus last year. It was about the standstill card showed up. And that's all about gaining the wisdom and the knowledge around the ability to become financially independent. And the timing of all that information that's in the full moon from November 8th is this moon right here, March 7th, the full moon in Virgo. Now the full moon in Taurus was, the card that came out was the worm moon. Now the worm moon, here, I can bring these cards in now. It won't be so confusing because we've already gone over these ones. So here's the cards that came out in November 8th reading. Now remember, these are February 20th cards, okay? So you've got pleasure. I'll show them to you because I want to point out the stance that these two girls are in. They're exactly the same. Look at them. One's giving and one's receiving. She's receiving all kinds of blessings. It's a pleasure card. This girl is releasing, okay? Neither one of them looks like they're in pain. They both look like they're ready to do what they need to do, giving, receiving, okay? And this is growth. So the giving or the releasing and the receiving is all about growth. And then on top of those, we've got Goddess of Creation, which is transformation, creativity, wholeness, and Amethyst, transformation, certainty, and confidence, which we've already just talked about. And isn't it interesting that in a reading back in November that talks about confidence and transformation, I'm getting information now in, in the February 20th reading in regards to confidence and knowledge and wisdom. Now, the card that does play out here right now is this one here. This is the worm moon. And this is faith. It's all about faith. And look at her. She's laid back. She's quite comfortable. She's serene. She's confident. She might not have everything she needs, but you know what? She's got the faith. She has surrendered. She has let it go. And she knows that she's going to be taken care of. So she's just laid back. She knows the universe has got her back. And she is quite comfortable, and she's not losing her shit because she doesn't have the money to pay next month's bills or anything. She's trusting. Now, I clarified that card, and the cards that came out were the High Priestess. Again, it's about gaining the wisdom and knowledge around the ability, Nine of Pentacles, to receive financial independence. And the Six of Cups. This is maturity. This is the growth from small boy to adult man, from puppy to adult dog. This is the growth. Have faith. Have faith that, because again, one of the messages is that you're going to hear something. There's information coming in from somewhere. Someone, somewhere. I'm not sure how, but it's going to be unexpected. It's going to be just dropped in your lap, this information. And, you know, it could be this week that this comes in. But it's information that helps you to become financially independent. And maybe this is about growing your business, maturing your business, taking it from the beginning phases financially to full-blown, able to support yourself and, you know, this $1 million corporation, moving in that direction. But what comes with this High Priestess, again, is the wisdom and knowledge around the ability to be financially independent. So stay alert, stay aware. I'm so glad I started doing this, because this message came to us back November 8th. Do any of you remember that reading? I didn't remember it. We would not have been aware this week of this information, knowing that we're to pay attention to things that are said around us, things that are done around us, because it's going to guide us in the direction of our financial independence. Now, getting into some of the messages from that November 8th full moon reading. Have faith. Just trust in the process, just like this girl is. Okay? Release. Allow the growth, because it's going to bring pleasure. But also the pleasure that comes in is going to allow you, it's going to help you to release what you need to release. And that in turn brings the growth. The work that you did around the growth, releasing what you needed to release, and the growth and the acceptance and taking action and all this, this is what brought you here to this here and now. Okay? This work to me doesn't feel like a lot of work, and it wasn't painful. It isn't, because this started to take place in November, the beginning of November. This is the work that had to be done, that was done, that got you here to this place, okay? This does not feel like you went through a dark night of the soul period. It's just a really deep transitional time. Very, very deep transitional time. And it's what got you here to a place where you're able to be in that position where you recognize the wisdom and the knowledge to move forward and be financially independent. there's going to be two completely different, separate, transitional growth periods. And it's going to bring clarity for you and prepare you for the big shift. You know, that big shift that I've been talking about for a few months now? To get you there to that big shift and get you ready for it, you're going to want to start eating better. You're going to want to focus on being happy and positive and you will start to see and just know things. And I'm going to bring back a little bit of information from the November 8th reading. I went for a walk one day. I walked past a truck and I looked at it. And just in looking at it, I saw in my mind's eye a whole thing about myself and a truck. I have had no want for a truck. In fact, nothing against trucks or people that drive them, but it's not a vehicle that I've ever been attracted to. I don't want to own a truck. I've never wanted to own a truck. Well, guess where I'm at now? Wanting to buy a truck so I can buy a trailer, so I can, take that trailer out and travel around in it and experience the world, to some degree, not the whole world, but my little world. Okay, so you may start seeing things, or maybe you have been seeing things in your mind's eye from November forward, okay? You may start doing it now. And like I said, that standstill card from that November 8th reading was all about the gaining of the wisdom and knowledge to move forward financially. You are maturing in a way that is bringing opportunities to you. They're coming out of the past somehow, but you are moving toward quick and fast, possibly urgent changes because it's getting you on your destined path. That's all I've got for messages here. My head is spinning with all of this information. I hope I got it all out to you. I will link the February 20th new moon reading as well as the November 8th full moon reading that gave us this information here, okay? But what I want to do is just get a little bit more information from Spirit. Just, maybe something that Spirit would like to add on to all of this for us. Because this has been something that's been playing out since the beginning of November. So that's a long time. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know about now. Ooh, okay. Stillness. I'm going to read this. Oh, there goes my light. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to read from the book, this stillness card, because this is a card that when I asked for guidance this morning from my guides, this was one of the cards that came out. No, that wasn't. Okay. So, miracles. Wow. Miracles, everyone. Can you believe that? That is amazing. Okay, I'm going to read this for you. Okay, it says, double rainbow. After the storm, the rainbow appears. No matter where we are, the instant a rainbow splashes across the sky, we usually stop and stand in awe. Some say that rainbows are messages from the Creator. Others say that they are a part of the electromagnetic spectrum phenomenon. But no matter the explanation for their existence, rainbows have struck awe in the hearts and souls of many through time. Many traditions believe that rainbows are blessings from the Creator. A double rainbow is double the blessings. And this full moon in Virgo reading that I just did, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's the reading I did where we were guided to focus on the blessings that are coming. Okay, the sacred landscape wants you to know this. The storms of the past are passing, and your dreams are coming true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abounding miracles. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. A celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program, which we already talked about too. That was one of the messages from November 8th. Invest in your career or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best, because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are flowing your way. Ooh, I am so glad that I pulled that card. Now, stillness. I wanted to read that one to you as well. Under that, look at that, power. We are about to step into our own power. Okay, stillness. Frozen tundra. The tundra is a stark and severe landscape found in both the southern and northern hemispheres. It's usually bereft of most plant and animal life and can only support very low-growing plants such as mosses and lichen. The soil is frozen year-round, so it is impossible for trees to grow in that barren landscape. In the winter, the landscape is very cold and dark, and wild winds surge across the desolation. Even in the summer, the land remains frozen, although the surface can be soggy and covered with lakes, marshes, ponds, and bogs that become havens for millions of migrating birds. The sacred landscape wants you to know this. Take a step back from a project, situation, or relationship, even if just for a few moments. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe, be still, go within, listen to your inner voice. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self. Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing, think things through, forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. I want to point out the synchronicity and signs here, though, that you might not have caught. This is talking about slowing down. That was part of the full moon in Virgo reading. Patience. Patience is not what we think it is. Patience is about slowing down. That's all. Breathe. Just be still. Go within. Okay? Listen to your inner voice. That was about this high priestess message here. Gaining the wisdom and the knowledge. Listen to your higher self. Same message. Timing is everything. We already know that. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. You're to wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing, think things through, forgive yourself and others. And if things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Because you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. Part of the message, I believe, again in the full moon in Virgo is, and that's where we're at right now, this is the full moon in Virgo that we're working with here, the 7th of March. One of the messages, I believe, in that reading, it might have been in my chosen ones. I get confused. I'm sorry. I do so many different things for the different channels. Was winter is a gestation period. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. I'm talking winter. So the months that I'm talking about, October, November, December, January, that's a gestation period for us. This is now saying we're going to expand again during the coming thaw, which means spring. And again, that was the message back then. I don't know how many times I've received that message that winter is a gestation period, or this past winter was definitely a gestation period for all of us. And come spring, we are going to start to expand again and move forward and grow, and finances are going to get better. Things are going to open up and start moving. For those of us that have felt stuck or stagnant or like we were at a standstill, it's all about timing. The timing is spring, and we are almost in the northern hemisphere anyway. Spring is March 21st. So timing for everybody in the world, okay, because I'm in the northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere. Spirit is using my timing for these messages. But if you're in the southern hemisphere, it doesn't mean you're waiting until next spring, because you guys are coming into winter. It may be, though. Some of you may be going into this gestation period, but I believe it's the other way around. I believe it's my winter, whether it's your summer or not. My winter is the timing. So we are all coming out of this gestation period now and about to step into the expansion that is us. Okay? I think that's everything I needed to put across. Again, I am going to link these videos so you can rewatch them yourself. There were so many other messages in them that are probably going to be pertinent for you, but I can't do the reading all over again. It's timing wise, it's just, I mean, we're already at 35 minutes almost here, so I'm going to leave it there. We've got some great current messages here: stillness and miracles. We've all got miracles on their way in. Just allow the timing to be what it needs to be. Slow down. We will take action when the time is right. Okay, I hope this helps you guys. I hope it resonates. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.